Man, I see somebody. Yeah, I see somebody say, man, if your dreams don't scare you, man, they ain't big enough. Yeah, straight like that. You feel me? And that's one thing with me too. Like, I think I kind of battle with myself as far as like, damn, I don't know if I could do it. You know what I'm saying? But the more I try shit out, even with music was something I just try. I never aspired to be an artist because I really just try shit out and listen to beats. I'm a fan of the music, but I never, as far as making music.
Drink With Me was your first song, right?
Well, my mama's very first song.
I feel like that's a crazy starter, bro. That's crazy.
But I made sure to come out with quality too, just like as you said, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go to no regular, like, you know what I'm saying, videographer. The dude that got shooting it, he shoots like commercials and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I made sure, I was like, bro, I need the quality there. I need the visuals to go crazy. I need to be able to drop it on different platforms. I didn't want to be just on SoundCloud. As far as me, I just knew that if I'm going to step into this, I'm going to step into this like the right way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the only way you can do it. And now I just want to go back to as far as like, you know, just trying things out. This just let people know too, but I feel like you just got to step your foot in different lanes, man. You never know where you can take off. DC Young Fly is a perfect example. I don't know if you heard about, I'm a fan of interviews. I keep bringing up interviews, but he had an interview too where he talked about with the music. He dropped 11 mixtapes before, but like none of them ever popped off. It was a video on Vine that got him popular, and that's what got him into the comedy. And I was like, man, you never know what lane pop off first. So you just go where like kind of like where the people kind of just want you. You know what I'm saying? Like if they share love in this area, but you got to super serve that niche right there and just go crazy when they bring the music later. Now you see DC Young Fly dropping music with big artists. I'm like, that's how you transition, my nigga. You feel me? You find like you strike when the iron's hot and then you bring in other shit too.
Nah, for real.
On my mama on the hood.
Come take a drink with me, dog. But leave your phone on the table. And tell your niggas stop calling. You know I'm with.
So what's the deal? Tell me how you feel. It's your hostess with the mostest. Here to help you keep focused. Tashi 1K in the building. You know what I mean? And you hear another episode of Stack Bundle Podcast. If we gonna keep it anyway with you, we gonna keep motherfucking Stack Bundle. You know what I mean? And all of that. So I got my co-host with me here today, man. Go ahead and let them know who you are, brother.
Come on, it's KT. We in the town with it.
Oh, my mama. It's been a minute, brother, but he's back.
Come on.
Back at it like a bad habit. And we got a special guest today, man. Go ahead and let them know who you are, brother.
Yeah, I go by the name of Segi, man. It's an honor to be here.
Well, my mama, we appreciate you having here, brother. So we're going to start it off, man. For those who don't know, you know, my boy's an artist out here in Seattle, you feel me? And I just wanted to ask, like, where did the music, like, come from as far as, like, I don't know, usually some of us grow up in, like, a church doing choir or something. Was it parental guidance, like, doing the music? Or what was the music start for you?
Man, honestly, you know, before I was all in sports, like, you know, I had the dream.
Oh,
you feel me?
That part.
You know, after I left Portland State, it was on my bucket list to just do a song because I seen some of my homies that was recording music.
Yeah.
So then I ended up falling in love with the process, and that's how I really got started with it, honestly.
Oh, so you had the homies that was doing it?
Yeah.
Do they still make music now? Who are they?
I'm not gonna name no names.
I'm
not gonna name no names. But my brother Quay Hurt, he really got me into that shit. Really. For
my mom, I think he's a sleeper too. But he could got some bangers, bro.
Sleeper for sure.
But I want to go and let the people know, bro. Like, what's your ethnicity and your race, man? You know, you got to represent for our people one time, man.
I'm Samoan, man.
That part in that order. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
As far as like the culture, because I know you got the traditional peta too. The song on Miki, brother. Can you talk about like the process of that and going through that kind of thing?
Man, it was a journey for sure. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get through it without my family being there. It took me 7 days.
Yeah.
And I was in Samoa, solo, Western Samoa. So, man, shout out to my family. Shout out to God, you feel me? So I couldn't do it without my peoples.
We asked this question on the first episode, like the unofficial episode. Yeah. How you feel about outsiders getting traditional Samoan tattoos?
Hot topic, brother. That's a hot topic right there.
That's definitely a hot topic for sure. But I feel like, you know, it promotes our culture, so I don't see nothing too wrong with it unless they're promoting it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, as long as you represent the right way.
Represent it the right way.
I wanted to ask you too, because I know like with that one, it's not just a regular like tattoo. You know what I'm saying? That's like traditional, like that's like the origins of the tattoo. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then there's always another hot topic too, like people who do have those. Do you feel as if like they have to like live to a certain standard rather than being able to kind of be themselves? Because, you know, I definitely seen certain videos where like, you know, there's some females that have the malu, the traditional one, and they're kind of in the club shaking their thing, showing it off. And some people are really against that as far as like showing it outside of our culture. I want to hear like your thoughts on it as far as like, since you have it yourself, like how do you feel about like...
No, I feel like I do try to carry myself a certain way, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm representing my family and my culture, so I don't ever want to disrespect my elders or anybody like that. So I do take pride in it.
I feel that shout out on them. Yeah. Now, one of the things that we did talk about too, like outside of the pod, was just like I think it's just a time and place for everything. You feel me? Yeah. If you do have that, like, and you out doing your own thing, I think it's all right. But as long as you're around traditional setting, make sure you're of that standard kind of thing.
For sure.
My mama, and shout out to the gear that you got on. You know what I'm saying? Big OTC in the building.
Come on,
I want you to go ahead and dive into that too, creating like a music label for you, not only for yourself, but just for others to come and join. Bro, how'd that come about? And the name too, Out the Cut. Like, how did that? You feel me? How'd that come
where did
about?
that come from? I ain't gonna lie.
So this was like, we started music about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, roughly 2019-ish or whatever. So when I first left college, like I said, I hit my brother Quay Herc up, and I wanted to start doing music. And at the time, my brother, he was locked up, Drew, and he was kind of doing music before then, and he was just like pushing me to just go for it. Just, if you want to do it, just go for it. And then it was like, at the time, SOB was going crazy.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I was a big SOB fan at the time. And I was just like, SOBRB, excuse me. But I was just like, man, we're clicked up out here. I want to start a movement. And then I'm just like, we're just thinking like, what nobody would expect us to come, come together and do this shit for real. So we just came up with Out the Cut. Like, it just clicked right then and there. And ever since then, it's like we've had people come and fall off, but man, it's been a journey for sure. That's how it really came about, though.
I feel like that's such a Seattle name. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Nah, for real.
Out the Cut is so fire. Like, that shit, it represents Seattle in itself.
No, it truly does.
I was gonna say, can you go ahead and talk about some of the artists that are kind of affiliated with the label kind of thing?
So Out the Cut Records, we got my brother Quay Herc.
Hard body. Let me just say, sleeper, bro. Lyrically, cuz is there. You feel me?
Bars for
my
sure.
mama, like lyrically, he's there, brother.
Bars for sure. We got my brother 1K Tui perform with us
shout out
last
my
night.
brother.
For sure. We got my brother Drew. My brother Drew. We got myself as well. And, we had a couple, you feel me, that's not with us no more. And, I got to shout out my brother Toupee, my brother Lotto, and we got a couple others over there. So,
that part.
Yeah.
Can I ask what your relationship with Drew is? Is that like family?
Oh, yeah, that's family. For sure. That's
that
my
your cousin?
Yeah,
okay. I want to ask about bro, too, because I'm not going to lie. I told you before the thing, I was trying to, like, look up some, like, stuff about bro just to see what questions I can have for him if he was on here. I can't find none. Oh, bro, that nigga incognito, goddamn.
And no face, no case.
Oh, my mom, but he's hard body, though. I feel like he kind of like a sniper, bro. You don't really see cut, but when he pop out, after killing shit.
He going to pop out.
He going to pop out.
He going to function for
sure.
That one you did a couple months ago, D&D.
Oh, yeah.
That one, he went crazy. I was like, damn, he's hard.
Yeah, he went stupid on that one. He really pushed for that one. He wanted to do that one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so I was like, all right, let's do it. We kind of freestyled that one on the spot, and I was like, oh, you gas this one.
We gonna call it tank. So I was like, just like his authority on the song is like,
you can tell he was in that shit.
He was in a mode.
Yeah. What about my man Toupee, bro? I know. So he's just kind of like he kind of just fuck with y'all. He not really on the
he's he got Toupee. He got his own thing going on, but he's family. We locked in because a story about us. Our first studio session together when we first started. All right, let me take it back a little bit.
You good?
My brother Lotto, he did music, and at the time, we had mutual friends, and he was the one that invited us both to our first studio session at Undercast.
Yeah.
So I never met Toupee before, but we came to our first studio session together, and ever since then, we've been locked in for 4 years, and yeah, it's been history.
No,
really.
for sure.
That's my brother.
Bro, the way I look at Toupee, I definitely think he's like a front runner as far as like Seattle music, bro.
For sure.
And I want to ask you too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about the Seattle scene right now as far as music wise? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like we need like more work or something, or just somebody to really represent us? Because I feel like the ones that have like taken off, I don't really see them as like the Seattle artists that I be seeing type shit. No, like, you know what I'm saying? No shade to them type shit. But you feel me? How do you feel about, just the Seattle scene of music right now?
Right now, I feel like, it's headed. If you look back 4 years ago to now, it's been grown dramatically. But I feel like I wouldn't say there needs to be more work put in. I just feel like it's the networking part that we're lacking. You feel me? We need to shake more hands and get out a little more. And I feel like it's gonna get there for sure.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
So I want to go ahead and say it again, brother. You close to my brother Tupac too, right?
Yeah, that's my brother.
And Drew's your cousin, because I see you with them too a lot. So I want to go ahead and ask you a hot take, brother. So let's say you on a boat, right? And you out there in the ocean, bro. You see my man Drew and Tupac drowning, cuz. And you only got room on your boat for one more, cuz. Who are you saving on the boat, brother? Who you putting on the boat with you, brother?
Shit, I'm gonna just put both of them. I'm gonna swim with the boat. You feel me? Fuck it.
Nah, I had to get that out the way. I had to get that out the way.
Titanic, put it on the board.
As far as everybody always feels, it's either with Drew or my man Tupac. I'm like, let me see if he gonna choose up and see if he gonna leave.
Now I'm gonna get both their ass on the boat and I'm gonna just float right next to them.
No, it's good though. All right, so as far as last night, man, I want to go ahead and recap what last night, bro. We had like a show that went crazy, a whole lot of love, whole lot of vibes last night. I want to ask you, what was your experience last night? And you got a highlight of last night, like your favorite moment or anything, bro.
The experience last night, like the energy was amazing. Everybody there was showing love. It just felt like Mook said in the group chat, I seen the unity, and this was like the first time I've met a lot of people, and it didn't feel like it was the first time. You know what I'm saying? So the energy was contagious. Yeah. And I haven't performed in Seattle in 2 years. We had the last show I had. Well, we had Rolling Through the City, but I had a couple more after. I had performed with like Ruby Rose and Cuban Doll. Yeah. But since then, we've been out of state with it, like Portland and Vegas. So, it's always that, you come back to the city performers like, the city still fucking with me. It goes on your head a little bit, but like last night, it was amazing. The energy was contagious, and seeing you, I came late to you guys' performance on the Rolling Through the City, so this is my first time seeing you, Mook, perform, and you guys killed that shit.
Man, it's love, brother. No, you did your thing too.
All the artists killed that shit, so just like the highlight was just the moment, just being there. You had to be there then.
For sure.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to do too. Go ahead and give you your flowers too, because it's like when you got on the stage, bro, I could just see that it wasn't like, so you don't just represent like the Polynesians, but your city as a whole, nigga. No matter what color you are, brothers was at the stage, somebody on the head just like showing hella love. I'm like, but I definitely gotta give you a flower as far as, man, just putting your city on, bro.
I gotta ask you a question with that too. Like, do you feel pressure on either or both sides of like trying to uplift the poly community with your music, but then also trying to uplift the Seattle scene with your music?
Great fucking
question. That's a great question. But I've never felt like I got to do more for one side than the other, if that makes sense. Like I've always felt like I represent both, so it's like really if I make it or. You know what I'm saying? If something go crazy, then it's like Seattle and the poly community. You know what I'm saying?
They both boost up.
Yeah, they both boost. Yeah. So I don't really look at it like I'm doing more for others.
And I didn't mean like outside pressure either. I mean just by yourself, because I feel like in anything, whether it's you hooping, you playing football, whatever your passion is, I feel like you put more pressure on yourself than anybody else can. If you're great, and
exactly.
To give both of y'all flowers, you know what I'm saying? I done been in the studio before. What y'all do is fire, you know what I'm saying? So it's not easy to do what y'all do. So
hell yeah, appreciate you.
I want to ask you too, bro. Do you feel like you get like, man, because I'm going to be real with you. I don't feel like I hear name enough within the Polynesian community. I want to ask you, too, just like, do you feel like you get enough recognition within our people, or how you feel about that?
I never, like, care for recognition. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Like, I know, I try not to get caught up in that because, like, once you do that, it's like you're losing the point of you making music. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want to make music to get recognized, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I don't get caught up in any of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel you gotta like really show love to the ones who show love to you, because you can't really please anybody. Really, you can't please everybody. So the ones that's messing with you, you gotta keep rocking with them, man. It's gonna grow, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
There's 6 billion people on the earth, right? You can't please everybody, bro.
That's the real shit.
Trying to do that shit.
Yeah, that's the real shit. So I want to go ahead and transition too, because I know you a father also, bro. And yeah, same here too. And I want to ask you like how the balance is with like chasing a dream and also being a father too, because I seen Y'all heard Young Simba? He's an artist out there in Oakland. But I seen an interview with him, and he was just talking about like being an artist and trying to be like full fledged within like your purpose or your career that you're chasing kind of takes away from being a good father. You know what I'm saying? Like not to the extent of that you're a bad one, but just like you can't be a full fledged father when you're trying to chase something else too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I want to ask you too about that, just like the balance of like finding the balance in that and how you experience that thing.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Man, I take pride in being a father.
Fact,
you know what I'm
got
saying?
you.
And I was a father at a young age, so I've been, since my son was born, I've been growing and learning to be a father to this day. You feel me? So I've always taken pride in that because my father was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So, but doing that and trying to be an artist, it really is challenging because you know sometimes on a song we could talk crazy and like we don't really see that like our kids are like our biggest observers. Like they look at everything we do and listen to everything we say. So it's like, you know, we get caught up in the music, but it's also like you want to make sure you teach them right from wrong and the morals. And I feel like that's like the biggest thing as being a father is make sure your kid knows right from wrong, what's good from bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is. It gets tough at times, but as long as you have a clear understanding of how you want your kid to be raised, I feel like. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you too, like, you got any like tips for like dads out there that are chasing the dream and being a dad at the same time? Like, if you could give yourself a tip, or if you give it out to those out there, man.
I would say make time for your kids.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just make time for your career. Make time for your kids too.
Just make
Like
some time for
you
it.
might be tired. Because you just did a show or a podcast.
Yeah.
But you already promised your kid we finna go to Wild Ways after this type of shit. Stick to the plan. Follow through. Be there for your kids. Keep your word. I feel like word is bond. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Do you think, I feel like recently, like the last 10, 20 years, like conflicts just between people in general have like hit an all-time high. Like I feel like you see crazy shit all the time on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just people having phones or what, but you think like the lack of fathers, you know what I'm saying, in the household is contributing to that? Like being two dudes that, you know, are obviously in y'all kids' life, you know what I'm saying? Do you think the impact of the father being kind of removed from the household is?
Makes impact. I think it definitely do. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? You only know what you're taught. You feel me? So if you never taught right from wrong, then you don't ever know the difference. And not to say that only dads can teach that, but I feel like there's certain things that a mom can teach that a dad can't. But on the flip side, certain things a dad can teach and like grow on somebody that a mom can't either. You feel me what I'm saying? And that's not to like, you know what I'm saying, shoot either side down.
No,
but it's
for
like,
sure. But
it's
I
just
feel
certain
like,
things you can't, you know, teach as a woman that a man can do.
I feel like
me?
order and respect is something that's like, you can't challenge your pops on that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
You might be able to, you know, get your way around, you know, with your mom, but, you know, pops is always the stern one. That's why I always...
Growing up, bro, like my mom was definitely like, you know, the vocal one, but it was one of those like, if my dad ever had to say something, then it's a serious factor. You know what I'm saying? My dad don't say nothing, but when he do say something, then it's like, okay, now we're really in trouble. Like, oh yeah, we done crossed the line. Okay, we get it.
We're tripping now. You know?
How about you? How you feel about that though? As far as like, you know what I'm saying, the media going on, you think it's a reason behind that with the fathers being absent?
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with what you guys said, and like social media is crazy nowadays. Like, and like, before the first question is, I feel like there was always crazy shit going on. Yeah, but it's just social media is just like at
put it
all
on the screen now. Yeah, put it on
front
screen
line. You feel me? But I feel like that definitely has a part in the crazy shit. Like this shit. But I feel like it's always been going on though. For sure.
All the people that I meet that I feel like had their dad in their life, I just feel like they might have still had crazy moments just like anybody else, but they like kept it under wraps. Like I don't know what it is about having a dad. I just feel like niggas be more leveled out.
Because you know consequences and discipline. That's why I feel like your actions have consequences. And that's I agree.
You know, like a nurturer is still gonna forgive you when you fuck up, and that's what a woman is naturally. She's supposed to nurture and make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? You bump your head around pops, he gonna be like, "Nigga, I told you." Bump your head, nigga. Like I'm just.
My dad, man, my pops used to be like, "Hey, good job. Don't do it again."
So dumbass.
Was there any moment in like your music career where like where there was like a point of like, damn, a certain like maybe like a recognition or something, like maybe like a fan asked you for a picture where you kind of felt like, all right, now I'm really doing something. Like, is there any moments that you remember like just having that where you just felt like, all right, this is working. Whatever I'm doing, people are taking notice to it.
For sure. This is a while back. This is like one of my first encounters. Yeah. We had just dropped it one time, and then I had
classic. And you performed that thing. I was like, hold on, man. That was crazy.
And then, like a couple days after, I had went to Emerald City Smoothie by South Center, and I seen these 2 cars roll back to back, and one of them was slapping one time.
What?
Yeah, and I was shocked at the time. Like, you know, I'm just starting out.
Yeah.
And then they had got out the car and they had seen us by Emerald City Smoothie and was like, you know, showing love. So that was when I was like, okay.
Yeah, we got something. We
could do this for sure.
My mama.
You know?
Can I ask you about like times maybe like where you felt like kind of discouraged? Like not knowing if this is gonna work?
All the time. All the time. Even before I got on stage yesterday, it's always that little thing in your head like, damn, what if they ain't gonna fuck
do they even fuck with me? Yeah,
it's always in the back of my mind, but you gotta take chances. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah. Do you ever get this feeling like when you perform, like my one and only time performing on stage, my homeboy from New York came out here and just put me in as a guest for him. And I felt like when I went out there, like before we was in the back, like my stomach was just turning, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, it was my first performance. I was like, damn, like right before we had to go, I was like, bro, I got the shit. So I just go up there, bro, and as soon as you walk through and like you can see everybody, it just all of it goes away. It's the weirdest feeling ever. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
but it was the same thing because I played ball too, and it's like one of those I always get nervous before the game. But after the initial hit on somebody else on the opposing team, now I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here now. Yeah, that's the same thing with the stage too. Once like I get super nervous too. Like my palms are sweaty and these weak arms is heavy. You know what I'm saying? No, but like once like the music starts playing, I'm like, I don't know, I'm zoned out. Like I don't black out and go crazy with them too. Yeah. But I wanted to talk about, because I just asked you about like a certain moment where you felt like, you know what I'm saying, that you doing something. I got a funny story, but so I'm picking up my daughter from school, bro. I'm in like the waiting line with the cars and stuff. So like, mind you, this is like a long line. It should be taking kind of long sometimes. And I see my daughter like hugging another girl, saying goodbye to her friend. And she gets in the car and she's like, hey, Dad, did you know that girl that I just said bye to? I was like, no, who's that? And then she was just like, oh, well, she just said that her dad knows you or like knows your music. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. And then all of a sudden, like this truck pulls up right beside me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like does that little window, like roll down your window. Now I roll down the window. Mind you, I'm at elementary picking up my daughter. I roll down my window. This dude goes, come and smoke with me, baby. I was like, oh, yeah, appreciate it. I was like, in my head, I'm like, nigga, this is not the time for that. I was like, oh, yeah, appreciate the love. I had to roll my had to roll my window real quick. But like, shout out to everybody who out there who's like ask for pictures, who show love, because that definitely, I feel like that keeps like an artist going. Not even artists, just like people who are out there pursuing certain things, man.
Bro, you got super fans, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. We be at work.
Yeah?
Bro, we at work and Jamora nigga came up to me. He was like, oh, I seen you on the podcast. He was like, oh,
we working steady for us out here, brother.
He was like, I seen you on with Tossie 1K. He was like, you know him? I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, he cool. Yeah,
he cool. He all right. He should be like, who's that?
Little boy be hating.
Oh, he always told me, he always be talking shit.
Whenever somebody asks about you, he be like, yeah, that nigga suck.
Why do the homies always do that, cuz? The homies always be doing that,
Is it a natural thing for the homies to like not really hate?
Yeah,
but
just talk shit. We just talking shit. We just talking shit. I want to know, bro, what was the transition to when it came from like sports to music? Like, did you finish like school or did you finish playing ball or did you like cut that out? Like, break that down for us, bro.
I had finished school and I wanted to pursue ball, but it just didn't work out for me how I planned. But and then going to music, like I fell in love and it just clicked. And I'm the type of person where it's like, once I get going with something that I'm passionate about, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really a bad transition. I feel like it was just a more transition for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Accepting that I'm about to do music.
I gotta interject real quick. What was the positions? Because I know y'all both play at colleges. So what was your position?
I play D-line.
What was you?
I play linebacker.
Oh, what?
I was way smaller though.
I thought you were going to say D-line. So I'm like, oh,
No,
God.
I'm gonna show you some pictures after this.
Okay.
Yep,
Yep, it's
All right,
good.
so I gotta ask you guys a question, just because there's a lot of testosterone in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do it, but you know what I'm saying? If we had to go out there and line it up, I mean, if we
that's
got,
me.
if
I'm
we-
taking it.
Wait. You talking about
taking
just
it.
one-on-one, like O-line, D-line? Or
That's
just
my
like,
brother right there, bro. I'm telling you.
y'all gotta do it like old school way, like
Lay on the
would
back,
you,
get
would
up,
you enter
and-
Beach
yeah.
Vikings? You lay on the back and you get up, turn around.
oh, and who got the ball? If I got the ball, it's
I'ma
over
give
for
him the
Cuz.
ball,
If
'cause
I got
he
ball,
probably
it's
more
over for Cuz.
agile.
I'm not
Stack
gonna
bundle.
lie.
If I got the ball, it's over
That's
for
my
Cuz.
brother, but I'm going demon mode.
I'm saying crazy right now.
Did you play with the Rainier Beach Vikings?
Yeah.
As a kid, I did too.
Yeah.
When I was an 89er. So I don't know if it's the Rainier Beach Viking in us.
Yeah.
But he said he want the ball. What?
Well, yeah, I need the ball. If I got the ball, it's over because I'm not worried about that. You know
I
what I'm
want
saying?
you to have the ball because I
Yeah.
want to tackle you
Wow,
and knock it out your
my
head.
God,
I want to make you
We
fumble.
might have to set it up.
No, we can't. I'm still active to this day. Hey, my whole little league from Beach, I started 89er all the way to high school.
Yeah.
I didn't lose one game. We won championship 4 years in a row.
Oh, I didn't know your resume was like that.
Nah,
you know
for
what I'm
real,
saying?
we had squad.
But then again, I'm gonna keep it stacked, but it's a team sport. It's not one-on-one. So talk to me nicely. You hear me that part?
Yeah, all right.
that part.
for real.
Nah, so speaking of football, then you got a team. You got a football team or what?
I support the Seahawks.
On my mama. Same
But,
here. Home team. I'm home
I
team.
support the Seahawks, but I'm gonna say this, and people probably gonna bash me for it,
Right,
but
man.
Steelers.
Steelers, that's your squad?
Yeah, that's my dad's squad, and ever since growing up. So I've been supporter of both teams, really. You know what I'm
same
saying?
here. Nah, the way mine came about too, because like I grew up with my uncle too. When we first moved to Washington, I was like 6th grade. He was a big Seahawks fan. This is when we was ass, cuz. Matt Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander with you feel me? And my first Madden game, I had Sean Alexander on there, like 2007, I think.
That was nice.
Yeah.
With Sean Alexander, he was going crazy.
He was going crazy, but our team was still taking L's, though.
We was cheeks like right before and like right after when he got hit by Troy.
Oh, nah.
You know what I'm saying? Troy
He's a
ended that
legend.
career. Troy was like, yeah, nah.
Your music that you got out, bro, do you have any like features that you haven't had yet that you would want? Go ahead and put that in the air, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I mean, I don't know if you want me to say, but I got one with my brother right here coming soon.
Oh, nah, we need that. Come on.
We need that. We got a couple of them.
We got a couple. We got more than one. Oh, my
We got
mama.
a couple of them I'm looking forward to.
So y'all about to come with a Pacific Northwest 6 tape? Is that what
16. Oh, 206 tape. That was hard. 206 tape. Hey, you let me know when you ready, brother. That part. You let me know when
we
you
can
ready.
put something together for sure. But you know, I'm down to work with anybody really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
One of the artists I got too that's kind of different. I don't know if you're a Wally the Sensei.
Yeah.
Oh, my mama, he's
Bro,
hard body.
hard.
Yeah, I want me put that in there. Wally Sensei, I need Bino too. Bino hard body. I want to work with somebody too that like outside of us, probably like maybe like someone for Texas or Atlanta type shit. That Southern sound, bro. I want to tap into that, bro. I want to ask too, like, what you think? Like, why do you think like West Coast? It's hard for West Coast to like break that barrier of like going past like Texas and Atlanta and not really reaching like the East Coast. How you feel about that?
I feel like they just used to a certain sound, like because I know some people from the East Coast and we'll play some West Coast music and they just
fuck with it?
not vibing with it.
Oh, they're not fucking with it? Oh, shit.
When I was in the Midwest,
all.
it was like that too. You know, the Midwest, they be listening to drill and all that shit, and it's like
They're not messing with the
But
West
it's just,
Coast.
I think the vibe of our music is so chill. Even if it's some hood shit, some whatever, it's always gonna have an element of chill to them where they're more lyrical. Which I'm not saying the West Coast ain't lyrical, but yeah, they like that. Everybody want to be Nas out there, and I'm like, bro, that's not you, brother. Like everybody out here can't be Tupac, like. You know?
Hood, brother. So who? You know, I definitely gotta ask you, bro. We always ask you. You feel me when artists are on here, man. So what's up, man? Who's your top Seattle artist, man? If you got three, of them, then you know what I'm saying. Put them out there. If you got them,
My top three is gonna be biased, though. It's gonna sound biased, but
that's
I
good. Come
really
on.
think obviously Tupac. I think is top three. I'm I mean, I feel like myself.
Yeah.
about to
Gotta
say,
put your foot on
put your
there.
show
That's
in
the
there.
energy we
Come on,
need, cuz.
I'm really
That's the
one of
energy we
them ones.
need.
Respectfully, though, I'm really one of them ones.
Yeah.
And then, man, the third one.
What we got?
I mean, it's gonna sound biased, but like, I really think Quay got the more bars
Bro.
than a lot of these guys. in
Sleeper,
Seattle,
I'm
for
trying to
sure.
tell you,
Like,
Sleeper, bro. The big stepper was the tape where that really put me on. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, he got it.
He got it,
bro.
for sure.
And he got that song with Drew called "Can We Talk." I got to clip that in. That song's in there. Can we talk?
yes, and I'm mad they didn't shoot that video, man.
They got to put more visuals. Bro, speaking of visuals too, bro. Every visual you put out is like, bro, there's such a high standard with it. Like, what does that come with as far as like, is that just your taste in it, or are you just trying to like, what's the meaning behind that? Just having like quality like visuals. What's that for?
Man, I'm just, like, I'm trying to shoot for the top. Like, this might sound weird, but like, I'm not in competition with nobody beside like the people who sell out arenas. Like, I'm trying to be on that type of level. You feel me? So like, I'm like a student of the game. So I'm watching videos, YouTube, all the time of videos, angles. You know, I'm really a student of this game. So like, I really strive to, put out quality. And that's what I've always, I'm not trying to put out some fast, rush
on my mama, I
shit, you feel me? Like,
quality, bro.
quality, and with my music, personally, I feel like my music is like, it's gonna age in time way better. You know what I'm saying? When you first hear it, it's like, okay, it's cool, but like 5 years, they're gonna be like, oh, we slept on this.
Yeah, like, why didn't this blow up?
Why didn't this blow up? So I always make sure I put out quality videos, quality music. So I just really take pride in it. And I'm a little bougie, like, so I'm a little bougie.
Nah, you know, when you said that, the first thing that came to my head was when Groovy Tips was at your crib, and he was talking about like, the certain ice that was in the cup. He's like, because it doesn't, you water down the liquid. I was like, what? Yeah, there you go. I was like, what? I didn't even know nothing about that. He was like, it waters down the tequila. You feel me? It's a nice. I was like, oh, this nigga really bougie.
My favorite shit from the Groovy Tape was when y'all got a toupee for the ash in his cup. That shit was hilarious.
Hey, shout out Groovy Tape, shout out Festival, bro. My mama, bro. Another Polynesian that's out there, man, doing his thug thizzle.
I was gonna say, bro, like, not to interrupt, but your music, I heard of you because I've been around, like, hearing the, like, Polynesian community's music, like, just a lot more recently.
Yeah.
You know, especially being around Bro and, the R Fam and Lacey. So,
Yeah.
When he told me I was gonna be on with you, I was like, oh shit, like, let me do my research. Like, I need to really look into you more. You know what I'm saying? So I watched the Groovy Tapes interview. I listened to, some songs I could find, just to get a vibe from you. And I was so surprised. Like, probably more than any other poly I ever listened to when I heard your sound, because it wasn't like, you're so different, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, be on you like that, but I'm just saying, like, when I listen to it, I expect something kind of like what Tansi got, like expect something kind of like what Mook got, or like Teo, but you come in and it's more like rap, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's hard. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
but I'm going to your top of your sound too, because I remember when we first mentioned you on the episode when we talked about your music and the way you like laid down your lyrics. Like, you got like one layer. It's just your voice, and I say you spoke with a lot of authority, which is like you don't really need dubs or ad libs with it. And I want to ask, what's that writing process like, or is that on purpose, or that just kind of happens?
Man, it just kind of happened. Like, shout out to my engineer Randy. He like really pushed me to just really rap through my chest and my, you know what I'm saying? Like, really stand on what you say type shit. So like, everything I say, you gotta believe what you're saying. Like, this is you. So that's why I try to just speak with authority. I don't need too much flashy shit going on. I don't know. That's just me though. That's what I like.
That shit's wavy though. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang.
Yeah, but I'll throw some ad libs just depending on the song type shit. Like some dubs. It just depends, but yeah.
As far as like Polynesian artists, is there any poly artists that you listen to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's on your playlist, brother?
Obviously you and Mook for sure.
That part appreciate it, brother.
Teo
go crazy. You know what's crazy too, bro? I think y'all two on the track will sound.
That would be crazy.
I was like, nigga, that's gonna sound right. Shout out my brother Teo. That's my dog.
Teo hard for sure. And then definitely I'm about to tap in more with Young Lessa.
Young Les, shout out Young Lessa, bro. My
crazy.
Go
You
crazy.
know, I love Stone Deuce. He's
one of them ones.
one of them ones. And then I gotta give the flowers because he really inspired me, and he's a Seattle legend, Monster. Like people really forget about him and what he did for Seattle, but he's really one of them ones too. You feel me? Yeah.
You see, have you heard of my boy Cepha?
Yeah, I know. He got bars.
Yeah. I'm about to say, I feel like, as far as like, you know, when it comes to lyricism, bro, you and him, I go crazy on the
he
track
got pins
too, bro.
for sure. That'd be like, I'll have to have him go first. So
Nah, that's what it was.
Because he might just go crazy.
Can you talk about like, cause I know you started like recording your own music at your studio, at your own like house, and then even recording your own like music videos and stuff like that. You know, not really having a team is kind of like. You know, I think definitely a lot harder for artists when, you know, you don't have somebody who can just call on for those kind of things, like stuff like that. Can you speak on like certain difficulties when it is coming to like an independent artist and really doing it on your own?
Yeah. Definitely is like time management. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of artists are trying to get shit done and a certain amount of time. And like a lot of people don't know, and this is from outside looking in, how much money it takes to really be an independent artist.
Yeah, bro.
You feel me? Like, people think you just shoot a video, go record something. It's more than that, you know what I'm saying? And even those things cost, you know what I'm saying?
I had to learn that when I first started too, because I feel like, you know, I'm still kind of new in the music thing, but it's just like, bro, like, I didn't even like, if you go on my SoundCloud, you can hear like the original Drink With Me, and it still got the tag in the background. It was like, purchase your beats today. I didn't even know you had to buy beats at that time. I'm like, you have to buy the beat, like the instrumental in the background? I was like, this is so crazy. And it's so
crazy.
like, but it's definitely like, just, you know, if you have a dream or something, like, you got to make an investment to it, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Well, I did team too. Like, I tell people, like, the hardest part for me was like, I had a homie and he had most of the setup and made the transition for me super easy. I lost that, and it's like, damn, you know, trying to figure it all out on your own. Like, you realize, like, have a team, have a dude that's the, you know, that's the producer, a dude that's the engineer, you know, 1, 2, 3 rappers, you know what I'm saying? A dude, you know, or at least some people that's already known for it that's doing your photography. Like, you can definitely branch out and do multiple things, but just have people in their roles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mama.
Not true.
Bro, as far as when it comes to that too, because like when you are an independent artist, it's dope. The dope part is like you kind of learning how to like record your own music, learning how to make your own stuff, like doing stuff like that. Then you become like, you know, a jack of all trades type of thing, bro. How do you go about learning about that too? Like, did that take a while too? You still kind of learning?
Yeah, I'm still learning, but I go to YouTube University for sure.
You can learn anything on that thing on my mama.
So, yeah, you gotta want it for sure. It takes a lot of patience, but you're gonna get frustrated. You're not gonna get the sound. You're gonna want to cheat your way, buy some. You just gotta go through it to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Just to clarify for anybody who's interested, what all are you dipping your hands into? Obviously, rap. Do you do the videos at all? Or?
Yeah, so we shoot our own. Like, my brother shoots the videos and I edited them. I edit all my videos. You know, I record my own music.
Have you touched any production or anything like that? Just because that's hard.
Bit.
That's hard.
That's hard. I'm still learning that, but you know, I did a couple little shits on my last album, but nothing too crazy. Yeah. But I'm still in the process of learning that. Once I get that down, I feel like
that's a key right there. Once you unlock that door, it takes you to a different level. Because like, it don't matter what type of a mind meld you have with a producer, bro. Nobody can hear. Exactly.
Damn, that's deep.
If you
I don't talk about like that.
If you know how to be like I'm explaining it to you and you almost there.
Yeah, you almost
there. If you know how to do it, you can just get it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like fun.
Have you recorded your music too before, like your own stuff?
So I haven't done anything production wise. Like I've messed with my voice a little bit, but you know, we was doing simple shit. We was fucking with FL and we was fucking with GarageBand. We never made it to like Pro Tools. I grabbed Pro Tools and I was yeah, this isn't for me, bro. This shit was hard as fuck. I could not figure out Pro Tools for shit. FL was kind of, I feel like FL, you could definitely figure it out. Like, it's not too crazy. Logic is cool. My homeboy in New York does Logic, but I just don't. it's not the one that I chose to rock.
Yeah.
With the tapes that you have brought out, man, each tape had like damn near like 20 songs on that thing.
Yeah.
So I want to ask too, because I know there's some artists out there. It's kind of like my boy Cepho too. There's something I want to ask him too, as far as like there's some artists out there that kind of drop every day, every other day, tapes, mixtapes, whether EPs and stuff like that. Like do you try to find a balance between like giving out too much and then not like, you know what I'm saying, letting them miss you for a little bit before you drop something else? Or are you just like, I just drop whenever I want to? Is it like a timing effect on the way you be doing your music, dropping your music out?
Yeah, definitely. Because like I said earlier, it's all about quality. And I've never been one of them guys that's like, I'll drop a song a week or, you know what I'm saying? I've always been like, I wanted to present like a body of work and represent the time that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I represent what I'm going through at this time type shit. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I've always been an album person, album guy. And
how about the timing though? Do you kind of wait like, you know, this is the right time to do it, or
definitely I feel like for me, I'm like a seasons guy. So like I'll listen to the tape or album or whatever I got going on, and whatever fits what season it is. It's like, oh, this is some wintertime shit. Like that's how I go about my music. Like, what's the feeling behind it and what's the message behind it? Because I know like certain seasons, summertime, oh, I'm about to pop out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I go about my stuff. But I always want my work to breathe. Like, and that's why I've never been like dropping crazy like song. You know, some people do that. It works for them. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, I just think, you know, I want people to appreciate the work I got. Let it breathe, marinate.
Quality over saturation. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm gonna keep it a stacked bundle when it comes to that kind of conversation. That's where I kind of feel like being on Blast right now, where it's kind of like, I feel like it's oversaturated right now as far as their sound. It kind of get like, you know, as for when they drop another tape, it's kind of like, it sounds just like the last one kind of thing.
It's a balance too, because it's like they drop every 2 years. I was just looking at it the other day. You know, they drop.
I feel like there's like it's like a double-edged sword. When you're consistent, people might get tired of that sound, but like as an artist, that's what you need to be. You need to be consistent.
It's like you got to find a balance between being like, cause the saturation for real is the baby. Like,
bro.
Not to talk shit, cause
that's my honest opinion on that.
We'll never know where this podcast may go or who it may reach. But I'm just saying, like, he saturated the market, like, and I'm sure it made him hella money. Cause when you're smoking hot, that's what you're supposed to do. But it's like at the same time, the double-edged sword is like, once people finally get tired of it, it's like, damn, you really gonna have to restructure your whole shit, or just call it raps.
I feel like it just depends on the artist and how they want to present themselves, really. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Hey, you speaking of like season 2, like dropping the season, man. One of my favorite songs for me is like "Summer's Over," bro.
Oh yeah,
that's like, I'm not even gonna lie. When I listen to that, that's like I can like picture you just like looking in the mirror talking to yourself. That's how I picture that song. Cause he was in there talking about, man, kid, Uncle Drew, that nigga love the streets, trying to be an idol for the youth. That's what I'm trying to be. I was like, hold on. And then there's another line on there where you was like, even when they turned their back, I never turned away. Oh, I damn near want to drop a tear when you said that, because I'm like, bro, I feel like so many like points in like, you know, in my life where I was like, bro, I was here, like I was holding you down, like why you gonna turn your back? Of all the people, B, are you crazy? You crazy? Turn your back on me. And I want to ask you like the meaning behind the song, or just those lines right there, like what type of place were you in? Because the shit you was talking, I'm damn. And when you kicked me out the crib, I still stayed the same. That's one reason why I'm gonna make a way.
What gets you in that mood to start talking like that? Like, is it just like, do you hear, like for me, like in a studio situation, I have to hear, just like y'all was talking about before we started, like I have to hear the beat. And like me personally, I don't pre-write. Like, that could be a weakness. I don't pre-write. Like I get into the studio, and when I hear the beat, I write. I don't have shit pre-written, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that's my personal process, but it's like, what gets you in the mode? Do you just hear a song? Like me, if I hear a certain beat, I don't know why, but it's just like I'm talking shit today. But I'm talking shit today, and I might hear some other shit and be on smooth shit. But it's just like
to answer that question, it's like whatever speaks to me on the beat. You feel me? I don't pre-write. I don't like write lyrics. I do write like bars. Like I have a whole note, so just straight crazy bars. But like I hear the beat, and then whatever makes me feel type shit. You feel me? Or like it'll bring up emotions, and and the times or certain situations I've been in, and that's how I go about that. And then to answer your question about Summer's Over, that was one of the craziest times in my life that I wrote that song. Like I was going through some shit, which is very personal, and I'm not really trying to go too deep into it, but it was a tough situation in my life, and that's how I came up with that song. Man. And that's one.
Bro, I don't know if you plan on performing that, but you got performing like on some like poetry night type shit. You sit in a chair with the mic and the light on you, just
one light.
Oh my mama, that's how I picture that, bro. Even when they turn their back, I never turned over, bro. I had to put that on my Twitter real quick after I heard that. Man, I'm looking at these feed me real quick.
No, I'm planning on performing it for sure. I got like something planned out that I'll talk to you guys after this for sure. It's gonna be nice for sure.
Oh my mama. As far as like, how do you go about choosing songs when you do performances? Are you one of those like? Because for me, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I do? I'll go look at my Apple Music or the top songs on there. I try to choose the ones from there. That's how I do it. Because I'm like, the more popular it makes sense. Because I'm like, more people will know it. Because I'm not a fan of like, damn, performing a song and I feel like nobody really listens to this one right here. So I might just be singing it to myself. How do you go about like picking songs to perform or just work on that?
Before you answer, can I interject? Now I'm gonna give you some alternate perspective, brother. Okay. Imagine like somebody not all the way rocking with a song, and you show them live, because I feel like it's gonna have a different presence. So that might turn somebody into a fan of that song. You know what I'm saying? When I remember I told you I seen Craig before. Like I even was hip to the whole poly scene. I went to go see Roddy Ricch at a Soapbox Soda. And like getting to see him in person. Like, you can appreciate his music in person way more than you could ever hear it. You know what I'm saying? In the car or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I have you here together. I like that. I like
certain songs just fit better in person. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
So what's your point on that, brother?
It just depends on like obviously the show and like, I'll read the room or whatever. But I always try to add some. I always try to bring out the hits, but then I always try to mix in a couple ones that I feel like need more recognition as well. Like you were saying, like it's different in person, bro. Yeah. Like when they see the type of timing you're on, your vibe.
And you know what song made a difference too singing live? That song Jets. Yeah. For me, it's a vibe on like when you listen to it, but when you perform, that's just like a party shit. I'm like, hold on, now I'm crunk now. I'm like, that's why when you say that, it gives you a different vibe live. I'm like, damn, you're right. That's right. Yeah, because yesterday was my first time performing Vibe Out too. Yeah, it's time to vibe. And then when I see people go crazy, I'm like, oh, I got to perform this motherfucker. Oh, my fault. Okay, the people got to
surprise you, bro.
Yeah, the people got to speak for it too. And then that's another question I want to know from you too. Like as far as like taking criticism or just hearing criticism from like outside factors or just outside like people, like how do you deal with just like, maybe just negativity and people that are telling you, bro, this music shit ain't for you, man. Like how do you deal with that?
I use it as motivation, really. And like I said earlier, you can't please everybody. So really, if somebody's like, I'm not digging it and shit, like I respect it, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody's like, this is not for you, you need to, then it's like, you're a hater. Yeah, you're a hater. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just use it as motivation, really. And then it drives me for sure. You know
has there been any songs where maybe you lay down the verse or you lay down the song and then someone had to tell you like, oh, I don't know if this is it, and you switched it up kind of thing? How much like criticism do you take when it comes to like your own music and someone telling you maybe switch it up or something?
Oh yeah, no, that happens a lot actually. Like in the camp, with the guys, we always have sessions together. We listen to, and they be like, "That's not it."
Oh, for real? Okay.
It gets very honest in the studio for sure. But
that's the best environment.
Yeah, but it's loving though. It's not like this is trash, bro. Like it's always like, nah, I think you could go harder.
Facts.
I think you could do better. Like turn it up a notch type deal, and. Yeah.
I wanted to ask that because I don't know if you've seen, there was a J. Cole interview where he talked about him like and the way he like lays down music. He says he don't let nobody listen to it till like it drops or something. And then like even if like his mom got something to say to it, he won't change nothing. Like for him, it's just like a gut feeling that was like, no, this is what I wanted. This is it right here.
Yeah. The one thing I would say that I've learned the most from people is I feel like on your first draft, like your first attempt, you should go for sure with your gut. Like, go with what you feel, and then maybe have a couple people chime in. But I think you're crazy if you like showing somebody before you record it, and trying to alter it, and it's like, bro, we ain't even laid it down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
true,
Like,
true.
let me at least get a chance to like hear my voice and whatever we can do with it.
Yeah, I want to bring that up too, because even on the From the Jump song, I don't know if I ever told y'all, but like that wasn't even my original verse on there. I had a totally like different one where like it wasn't on topic. I was talking about like trying to pop it with a girl.
Yeah.
But then when I sent it to that AK2, in my head it was filthy. I was like, oh,
Yo,
my
this is hard,
service.
yeah.
When I sent it to him, he was like, bro, it's good, but just doesn't fit on topic. I don't think it fits the song. And in my head, I'm like, boy, you gotta be fucked up, man. This is no, stack, bro. I'm keeping it real. That's really how I felt. But then I was like, all right, so I took it into consideration. Then, like, you know, the song was about, you know, like a female falling off with you. So I really went in my bag and like talking my shit, like, girl, on the hood, I deserve better. And that's how that verse came out. And I'm not gonna lie to you, so many people tell me, bro, that's the favorite verse from me was on that song. On the hood.
From the Jump goes hard in general.
Nah, that shit do go
How
hard.
do you because that's what I feel like your talent is in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just good at popping shit. Most specifically, like your music is made for niggas who pop shit at bitches. So it's like whatever,
mouthpiece, man. Vernacular, spectacular,
whatever part of the process you're going through, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's bagging her, falling off with her, you know what I'm saying? You got some gas in the tank for it. What takes you to that place? Like obviously we talked about it, kind of the beat, but it's like, do you ever go back to like real life situations you was in, and then you be like,
just popping it?
now
I'm not
I got some gas.
Yeah, you feel me? I think,
I
you know what
remember
I'm
how
saying?
this bitch did me. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. I feel like when I step into those bags of like, you feel me, like that From the Jump one, I think I could definitely speak from experience, because, you know, now I keep it stacked, but I done got my heart broke before.
Man, come
you know
on,
what I'm saying? There's been times where I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I deserve so much better, but I stuck with you because I felt like this is the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? This is what relationships are about. I'm supposed to stick out, we're supposed to work, but, you know, things like that. So I speak from experience when it comes to stuff like that. But as far as just popping it, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Those who do know me back in the day, the mouthpiece is like, that's what gets them. You feel me? That brother, before even the parents, I feel like the mouthpiece gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I got on or how I look, but if I say the right things in your ear, you're gonna open that door for me and I'm gonna walk in. Stop playing. That's just me though. That's just my type of energy and how I like, you feel me? That's just like, I feel like it's all part of my persona too. You know, this ain't no, I'm not faking it. This is how I talk. This is how I, you know what I'm saying, hold myself. So I feel like that shit just comes naturally type shit. You know what I'm saying? Was there, now it got me thinking, was there a song where you kind of had like difficulty writing to or just like putting out there?
Oh yeah, I've had plenty of those. You know what I'm saying? I've had writer's block for months where I haven't been able to just put any full song out. Like, but
hey, what's your process getting through writer's block?
Bro, I gotta go work out, or I gotta get my blood flowing. I gotta do something.
Get your mind off the
I tell
have
people
to
the
get off.
gym is the best place.
Yes.
You know, when you got writer's block, just go.
Work
There's
out.
something about, like he said, getting your blood flowing. It's just like,
I'm about to try that. I gotta get right there.
I got
Listen to the beats while you're working out. I'm telling you, bro. Like running or just doing something, bro. I'm telling you, you're just gonna come up with some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, I gotta try that. I'm not gonna lie. My main place, man, I be sitting in the car. I just be like, I be vibing out. Like long drives and stuff too. Yeah, that's where I be coming most of my music.
Am I crazy? I don't know at what sound systems we all rocking with in the car, but for me, the car is the closest, like sonically, to the studio.
True.
That's why
because you're like in the closed space.
Yeah,
I didn't even talk about it like that though. I didn't even think about that.
Like outside of the studio, I feel like the best I could write is in the car. Like, saying when I'm like, I need to. I'm thinking about some shit. I just go run out to the car. Real quick,
run out to the car. When I first started making music on like band level and shit, that's why I be in the car like in my little studio. I'm like, I'm finna hit the studio. I'll go hop in the car, use my little earphone. Type shit. I'll be vibing out.
That's the best spot.
So
but you said the gym. That's generally where you go. Like, or like just work out in general. You know what I'm saying?
Work out. Anything to get my mind off of music shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll get frustrated. Like, you feel me? I'm weak.
Hey, when's the most random time you ever had like a real good idea musically hit you?
Damn,
you got me thinking.
I was with the homie one time.
Yeah,
we was chilling. We just couldn't really do shit. We was locked up. We was like, fuck, bro. We might just have to finish the bottle and go home. Like we not figuring nothing out tonight. Ain't nothing sounding smooth. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom. Bro, I'm saying this on the podcast. I was on the shitter, bro. Some shit popped
I feel like some people be saying that though. Yeah.
Like, oh shit! You
have to cut that one off. Before I forget this one, cut that one off.
You never know when it's gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? You might be arguing with a bitch and be like, you know what? Fuck this. Like some shit just popped up.
Not true. Yeah.
On the,
I don't know about
I was about to say too, because I feel like I was gonna say shower, but I feel like people come up with shit in the shower too.
Yeah,
I be
that's
like
natural. I feel
vibing
like-
out, bro. I'm one of those like I can't like same thing with like being in the car. Like I can't pull off in my car till I play music, but I can't like shower unless I get music, bro. I need my phone up
yeah,
there or
for
something.
sure.
Like I be needing the vibe, but that's just me though, bro.
For sure.
My mama.
Nah, I'm not even mean to shit. I be singing in the showers, and I get it, bro. You gotta
What
do
songs you be?
shit.
What songs you be singing in the shower, kid?
I'm a big T-Pain person. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, T-Pain goes crazy.
T-Pain ran my whole childhood. So
I be seeing those too.
Goated. He's a goat.
How did you get here?
You better tell the truth. You be listening to that Anthony Hamilton.
I think Hamilton go crazy too. That's my favorite artist for sure. And what type of music do you listen to outside of like just like if you was the only one in the car? What do you play when it's just you in the car?
Betty Wright.
But he's an old soul too.
Yeah, bro. Usher.
Okay, go
R&B.
crazy.
That was
sure.
my first tape. Usher and Chris Brown.
Bruh.
Those are my first tapes.
Yeah.
What about do you have like a song or a genre of music that like you listen to that maybe people don't think you listen to?
I fuck with the house music.
House music.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fuck with house music.
What is
everything.
What is house music?
So like you remember? I think it was Honestly Nevermind.
Yeah,
with
that's
Drake?
house music.
That was like house music.
what you
Yeah.
talking
It was
about?
the one that
Okay.
people were like, oh, this kind of like house
Yeah.
disco, but it's like
Yeah.
it's definitely it's an acquired taste. I feel like you definitely have to dibble and dabble with it.
Yeah. I like all genres of music.
Yeah.
Probably beside like heavy metal rock type
Yeah.
deal. Like I can't really get into it, but like country, everything else, I'm
gonna throw in on the heavy metal. The drums though
Go crazy.
go crazy. That's the only part that I
You
can
can't hear
rock
shit.
with.
Niggas just yelling, cuz.
No, I know that's why you gotta really have a crazy mind to be able to be like, no, I'm gonna just focus on the drums. But like,
Yeah.
they be going crazy on the drums, but it's just the screaming is too much.
Yeah, that's what y'all do.
Country got some joints too.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I was gonna say. I
That's
feel
the
like
one that
people
gets
don't.
hated on the most by minorities, but it's low key. Country got slapped.
And they
got
really
vi-
be saying some shit.
On my
in there.
mama, they got
really say some
vibes, bro.
shit.
They be talking some real shit on there,
Yeah.
bro. On the I want to piggyback on the D&D video when I know you had some spray paint shit on there with Aiden on there. I think that was
Yeah,
one of
my
the family
little-
that passed away. I want to see if you could just speak on that. What was the meaning behind that with the shirts and like was that dedication to him with the song? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But before my little brother passed, that was one of his favorite songs. He always put his friends on
for
and
real?
all that shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
like, and we also lost a couple other friends. Drew had rest in peace Faye and rest in peace Carm too. So we wanted to dedicate, the song to them and kind of represent because they love that song.
Yeah,
so it was like
that's one of the
why we do it
ones for sure.
this? Yeah, for sure.
Hey, when it comes to like, going through those kind of things when you like losing somebody, does that take an effect on your music too and how what you writing about kind of thing? Do you put that in your music too as far as like emotions and things like that?
Oh yeah. I mean, if a lot of people might not tap in, and some of you might tap in, but if you go in depth to my albums and shit, like I'm definitely very emotional on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm opening up on there. So like, if you really want to know what's going on with me, type shit, tap into the album, and then I'm speaking my truths on there. I'm telling you guys what I'm going through and all that. So yeah, when stuff like that happens, I definitely put in my music, because I want to portray my life through my music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think. Well, go ahead.
One thing that I learned from my older brother being around people that do music successfully is like, or just anything creatively, is like you gotta fall in love with the process.
Yeah.
And in this materialistic world that we live in, we talked about social media like boosting people's ego and stuff, but like a lot of people focus on the results. You know what I'm saying? Was there ever a part in your process where you like kind of put the blinders on and stopped thinking about what you're gonna get out of it, and then you started to notice maybe a large takeoff?
Yeah, for sure. I've noticed like when I'm more relatable, the songs carry, like they do better. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to like the quality and aging. Songs will be better 5 years from now. That topic we talk about. But I feel like being relatable and just opening yourself up, and that's how you get those diehard fans.
That's
you know
real,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's how you connect with them fans. Is they gotta fall in love with you first before they fall in love with the music. You know what I'm saying? So
That's real.
for sure.
No, that's all, bro. Let me go ahead and piggyback on that too. As far as like, your character. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I met you, you've been stand-up dude, bro, for real. Just like you feel the way you present yourself. Even at the show yesterday, just like I see you interact with certain people, and even there was like a random white lady that she was like, "Hey, who's that? I don't know who that is." Oh yeah, bet.
She's the owner.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? I don't even know. But no, it's the fact that he makes the effort to go say, "Who are you? Who for who you? Like, how you doing?" Just the way you present yourself, and I messaged you like off of Instagram and stuff, just letting you know that anytime I did bring up your name, there was like no smut on it, but it was always like, "That's a stand-up dude, boy, real nigga." You know what I'm saying? Real Seattle dude, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to like kind of bring it to like, how do you think having a character behind the music can that affect your music as well, as far as like maybe you can't be fucking with somebody's music because behind closed doors he's kind of like a snake or a grimy dude, or you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about certain things like that, or dealing with certain artists like that? Can you support the music and not the artist? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you feel about that, bro?
Yeah, like personally, me and I said this on the Groovy tapes. Yeah, is like they say business not personal, but my business is personal. Like for real. So like I take pride in doing good business with people and having good relationships with people. So it's like if you doing that type of shit outside of what you got going on, then it's like I'm not trying to be involved in that. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully though.
Respectfully, I feel you.
If I had to do something with somebody and I fuck it with the music, but then it's like
you're kind of iffy behind the scenes.
It, like
you might be nah.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I support from a distance.
Yeah, bro, your whole aura is just like real boss shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just the way the nigga.
Filthy. It's like
you feel it, but oh my mama, I feel it in the room.
You're hella laid back, but it's like you can tell, even though you chill, laid back, you stand on business. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like
and that's why I want to ask you, like, where do you think you kind of get that from? Is that from like a mom and dad or an uncle you grew up with? Like, where do you get that from? Pops
for sure. You guys got to meet my pops.
I'm about to say, I was like, I got to meet her now. Now I got to see where you get it from.
You guys got to meet my pops for sure. For sure, pops. So.
And then I want to bring up too, but you did talk about cooking in one of your Groovy tape videos, man. So you really one of them chefs? Or what's your specialty, cuz? What's your specialty, man?
Anything really, but beside baking, though.
Baking?
Like, yeah, beside baking. Okay. But like, man.
I'm going to just put it out there. You can't fuck with my jerk chicken.
Talk to that, brother. Jerk chicken, that's different.
I might have to,
Okay.
Add that. I haven't cooked jerk chicken yet, for sure, but anything else for sure.
No, you probably got me beat.
And I'm gonna learn it though. Like, if I don't know, what you want? Yeah, shit, I'm gonna figure it out, type shit.
So when there's a family barbecue, are you on the grill or what?
I've been on the grill since I was like 13.
Damn, for real.
My pops,
you like that?
Yeah, my pops really like put us on the grill early.
That's crazy.
Early, me and my brother on the grill all the time.
My mama. I'm not gonna lie to you, Stack Mother, brother. I wasn't really on the grill, but the marinade the night before for Shelly, I was that kid. Like, God damn, filling it up with the soy sauce, with the onions and garlic.
Yeah, I was doing that too.
But they threw you on the grill too.
They threw me on the grill early. You know what I'm saying?
But there was nights where like, bro, we stayed up till like 3 a.m, like marinating some shit. I'm like, into the barbecue, on the hood. So, hey, what about like some more food? You fuck with some more food?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, a little bit. Oh, you already sound like you fuck with it, man. What you fuck with it? What's like? What do you like? What's this?
Chop
suey. Okay. Can you make what's else? You make some more food too, or what?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I'm like a steak, asparagus, mashed potatoes.
You are bougie,
like I'm bougie. Like, hey, man, I'm serious. Like, you can ask all my family and all that shit. Like, I love that shit.
Hey, that's an essential meal, though.
No, steak and asparagus, I'm like, go crazy.
See, I used to do the steak, asparagus, and rice. You know what I'm saying?
I try to stay away from rice because I'll gain 10 pounds off of one bowl.
It's like some poly
shit, huh?
Dang. So let me see. I'm trying to think of one.
My Polynesian friends and my Micronesian friends, bro, they was surprised, bro. Like, bro, you eat rice like us, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I eat plain white rice, bro. Like, that shit's crazy. What you talking about with the gator weight?
Yeah, I gotta stay away from that shit.
You walking around with a gut off that shit.
I be throwing ketchup on my rice, bro. Some people think that's weird.
I do the Mayploy, the sweet chili.
On your rice?
Yeah, it's a little sweet. You ain't ever had that?
I don't think I had that.
Oh, brother.
Furikake. You know what furikake is?
Yeah.
What the was?
You talking about the sweet chili for the lumpias and shit?
Yeah, that.
You put that on the rice? I don't think I tried that yet.
It's smack, brother. It all goes together, bro.
Yeah, my mama. So where do you see yourself within the music? Like, where are you trying to take it, man? You trying to be like up there with like my Drizzy Drake or something? Or what you trying to do with it, brother?
Man, God willing.
Hey, I'm so glad you said that because I was on my mama. I was on the freeway listening to this nigga, and I was like,
"You just vibes, huh?"
I'm like, he kind of like Drake, like, you know, like
That's
not even to say it like that, but it's like in terms of like the way you set up your bars and the way you like your cadence, like your rhyme scheme, like everything, bro. It's like. You know, obviously he's at a level of proficiency that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like still, like if you're somebody who can see the difference, I can still see that that's your lane. You know what I'm saying? You might not be that proficient yet, but that's still like, I could see like signs of you being like early Drake, and it was filthy.
He's definitely an influence for sure. Yeah. You know? He's the biggest right now.
The big
like,
there's no question.
You know, I feel like if we was doing music in like 2008 or 6 or something like that, we would aspire to be like Jay-Z or Lil Wayne or, you know what I'm saying? But it's like...
He's him now.
He's the one.
He's the one.
I'm not saying I'm trying to copy, but it's like I'm aspiring to be that big. You feel me? With the music. And I feel like I have the catalog to do that and what I got coming.
I got to ask y'all this too. Do y'all think, if you, resume-wise, you think Drake's the GOAT? You think he's the one?
Time?
Of all time. I'm asking y'all...
Damn, I think I might give it to Cuz. I'm not gonna lie. Of all time,
do you think he's the GOAT, bro? Like he got like hits
wise. What about Chris Brown though, Cuz?
Hits wise, it's Drake. But I'm saying if you add in the full thing, like storytelling, songwriting.
Damn, I think for me, now I think about it, it might be him or Chris Brown. I don't know if I can give it straight to Drake, Cuz.
Breezy is fire too. I think Breezy's biggest case is that he can do both. That he could rap it up and he could.
Oh, you talking about so far as just rapping it?
I'm talking about just
like
rapping. Drake is
overall artist.
Yeah,
right?
overall artist. Yeah, is he the GOAT?
Then it gotta be.
It gotta
Chris
be
Brown.
Drake.
What?
The overall artist, Drake.
You're putting Breezy
Because I
over
feel like
Drake?
Breezy can rap too. Not at the caliber of Drake though.
So wait, I'm
Breezy,
gonna ask you this because me and bro are already on the same page.
Okay.
So, who you think do you think Drake is a more proficient singer than Chris Brown is a rapper? Like them stepping into the other person.
No, now that you said that, I'm
because
not.
I would rather
Chris Brown
hear
cannot be at the
Drake
caliber
sing.
of rapping of Drake. Nah,
Yeah,
now you
you
said
know
that.
what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay,
I would rather hear Drake sing than Chris Brown rap. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's a good point. Good point, brother.
I agree.
I'm gonna put Drake up there. He's cold, but I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? For me, if you hear me and I'm not listening to any of the Polys or my brother or anything else around here, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to Kendrick. That's my guy. That's my personal goal. But I just think Drake, in terms of resume, he's the one.
I fuck with Kendrick too.
So you see yourself like selling out auditoriums, not auditoriums, what stadiums too? Arenas.
I feel like just like me being a competitive person and being all in, like I don't know what's gonna happen with this. You know what I'm saying? It's in God's hands, but you know, like I said, God willing, I feel like I could be that big. I feel like I do have potential to be that big, but you know.
Man, I see somebody say, man, if your dreams don't scare you, man, they ain't big enough. Straight like that, you feel me? And that's one thing with me too, like, I think I kind of battle with myself as far as like, damn, I don't know if I could do it, you know what I'm saying? But the more I try shit out, even with music was something I just try. I never aspired to be an artist because I really just try shit out and listen to beats. I'm a fan of the music, but I never, as far as making music.
Drink With Me was your first song, right?
Well, my mama's very first song.
I feel like that's a crazy starter, bro. That's crazy.
But I made sure to come out with quality too, just like as you said, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go to no degular, like, you know what I'm saying, videographer. The dude that got shooting it, he shoots like commercials and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I made sure, I was like, bro, I need the quality there. I need the visuals to go crazy. I need to be able to drop it on different platforms. I didn't want to be just on SoundCloud. As far as me, I just knew that if I'm gonna step into this, I'm gonna step into this like the right way. You know what I'm saying? And then I think that's the only way you can do it. And I just want to go back to as far as like, you know, just trying things out. This just let people know too. But I feel like you just gotta step your foot in different lanes, man. You never know where you can take off. DC Young Fly is a perfect example. I don't know if you heard about. I'm a fan of interviews. I keep bringing up interviews, but he had an interview too where he talked about with the music. He dropped 11 mixtapes before, but like none of them ever popped off. It was a video on Vine that got him popular, and that's what got him into into the comedy, and I was like, "Dang, you never know what lane pop off first. So you just go where kind of like where the people kind of just want you. You know what I'm saying? Like if they shit love in this area, but you gotta super serve that niche right there and just go crazy when they bring the music later. And now you see DJ on Fly dropping music with big artists. I'm like, that's how you transition, my nigga. You feel me? You find like you strike when the iron's hot, and then you bring in other shit too.
Nah, for real.
On my mama on the hood.
I never told nobody this, but like I love the music and I see it taking off. But what I really want to do is be a movie director.
Oh my God,
for real.
That's different.
Like, I would love to do that, bro. I feel
that's
like
crazy you said that because I want to be an actor too. So let me know. But
oh yeah,
that part.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, look, so we go ahead, coming up on an hour on the pod, man. So I want to go ahead and just give our closing remarks. Anything you want to say? Anything you want to promote or anything, man? Go ahead, let the people know with anything, brother.
Man, make sure y'all tap into my album I dropped this year, In Touch by the Reach. I got another one coming on the way.
Yep.
Man, and I appreciate all the support and love from everybody out there.
For sure.
And man, I appreciate you guys for having me.
No, of course, it's love, brother.
Appreciate you for coming on.
My mama. You got to say to him, brother? Let him know.
Hey, man, it was just good to meet you. I know this is the first time. But, definitely got to tap in with you more.
Real Seattle babies right here on my mama. If y'all didn't see the conversation before the cameras and all, I couldn't even put time in. I'm like, damn, I ain't from out there, but niggas was popping it. It was popping it. But y'all know, I just want to go ahead and say, bro, appreciate you for coming on and just, I'm going to give you your flowers again, man. Keep doing your thing. And I think you deserve a lot more recognition, bro. Just within your character too, behind the music, man. Stand up, dude, bro. I swear, every time I bring up Renee, they're like, damn, yo, you know Segi? Bro, you listen to his music? I'm like, oh no. So niggas know. I just feel like I think there's got to be a bigger light shine on you, but that's gonna come with time, brother. You know, let you know, bro. I believe in you for real. I believe in us and our community. We gonna make it happen. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna throw one more in. This is the type of nigga to hang out in front of the Rainier Ave Safeway.
Oh, man, hold on. Is that a good thing? What is that, brother?
Oh, God.
Oh, brother, come on, man.
Man, I get spicy over there.
For real? Oh, yeah. I'm far away from there. Hey, man, well, y'all know the deal, man. Tell me how you feel. It's your hostess with the mostest. Here to help you keep focused. Tashi 1K, I'm in the building, man. It's another episode of Stack Bundle. If we gonna keep it anyway with you, we gonna keep a motherfucking Stack Bundle, y'all know what I mean? And we out.
And now I'm gripping on your body. And now you dripping like a faucet.